Lovely. So welcome everyone to the live Q&A for agriculture. Oh, I've already got a question. Oh, someone just telling me it's working. Thank you very much.
Yay.
Lovely. So I'm Alex. I'm the marketing manager here at Brooksby Melton College, and I've got some of our ag team here today to talk to you about the courses that we offer. So we're going to start off with Meg. She is our ag lecturer. Hopefully this is going to go live. Otherwise you're just going to have to sit and look at me. So Meg, do you want to give us a bit of an overview of the course, if that's okay, please?
No problem. Good morning. So yeah, as Alex just said, my name's Meg and I'm one of the ag lecturers at Brooksby Melton College. My area sort of rolls around the livestock department, so that's where you'll find me kicking around the livestock sheds. So just sort of a quick overview about the full-time courses at Brooksby Melton College in the ag department, obviously. Oh, what can I say? It's a fun, energetic, supportive, massive community environment. We're all in it together and having a good year. If any of you are anything to do with young farmers, I'd very much say it's that sort of mentality where we're there. We're all there for experience and learning. And yeah, it's just really, really great, rewarding and very much memorable. I think a lot of students, even from years gone by, bring back their memories and talk to us about them. So that's just testimony to how amazing agriculture at Brooksby really is. Yeah, so whether you live in or you're travelling, there is that experience there that's really rewarding and fulfilling, and it sets you up for such an amazing career and lifetime in agriculture. So yeah.
Lovely. Thanks, Meg. Jen, do you want to give us a brief overview of the apprenticeships that we offer, please?
Yeah, of course. So I'm Jen and I'm the training officer for the apprenticeships. So I deal with agricultural apprentices. My role is supporting you throughout your apprenticeship. With the apprenticeships, we're a bit different to full-time courses. We're kind of the opposite to sort of what Meg does. You guys will be out in the workplace, doing your farming role 4 days a week, and then you're coming into college 1 day a week where we do your off-the-job training, and that consists of doing theory work, some practicals as well. And then what we do is we build a portfolio of all your work, and then you're assessed on that at the end. So you'll see a lot of me. I'll be coming out to your farms, visiting you, having chats, making sure you're getting on okay, and supporting you through your workplace and at college as well.
Brilliant. I'm going to switch back to Meg now, because we've had a question asking, can you get to university with a level 3 extended diploma?
Oh yes, yeah, very much so. So the agriculture course at Brooksby is really broad. You cover sort of a little bit of everything. You'll cover your crop, your soil science, your livestock husbandry, business, all these sorts of modules that really give you a footing and an understanding. So whatever, hopefully, agriculture course you pick, degree you go on to in whatever area, it will give you enough UCAS points and enough ground knowledge to really excel when you go forward into university.
Lovely. Jen, is that the same for a level 3 apprenticeship?
So I'd say that a level 3 apprenticeship is actually quite different. The level 3 apprenticeship is gearing you up to go into full-time employment. If you're looking to go down the university route, I would very, very much go with the full-time course, because that's going to set you up. Sorry, that's my dog.
It's okay. We knew it would happen.
He's gone off to send them away. So yeah, if you're wanting to go to university, go down the full-time route. And I'd like to say as well, from my own experience, I didn't go to agricultural college, but I did do agriculture at university. And one of my biggest regrets is not studying at college before I went to uni. So definitely look into doing that level 3 extended diploma if you're wanting to go into university.
Thank you, that's a really good answer. So we'll just stick with you for a moment. Somebody's asked, what grade do I need to do the level 3?
So is that the level 3 apprenticeship?
Yeah, if you could answer that, please.
Yeah, so for the level 3 apprenticeship, it's a little bit different in terms of entry requirements to the full-time course. For the level 3 apprenticeship, you really need to be in a supervisory role at the farm that you're working on, because you need to have certain responsibilities to meet the criteria of the course. There's also going to be a few changes in terms of apprenticeships in July. So the level 3 apprenticeship course will not exist from the 31st of July. So if you're wanting to do the level 3 apprenticeship course, you need to have found an employer pretty much now, and you need to be looking at signing on within the next couple of weeks so that we can get you sorted out. With the level 3 apprenticeship as well, not only do you need that sort of higher level of job role, you need to be getting GCSEs at pass rate as well, so that we can get you through that. Okay.
Lovely. Meg, do you want to? Meg, do you want to answer that from a full-time course? What grades do you need? Let's cover the level 2 and the level 3.
Yeah, no problem. So level 2 is quite simple for level 2. It's 4 GCSEs at a 3 or a D traditionally, and then for the level 3 it's 5 GCSEs at a C or a 4 or above.
Lovely. Somebody's asked, can we start this course straight from GCSEs?
Oh yes, yeah, definitely.
That's what the majority of our learners do, isn't it? They go from GCSEs straight onto a level 2 or a level 3.
Yeah, we do get those mature learners in as well. So people that have sort of maybe done another course and then come to agriculture from that, or have gone off into work and coming back as well. So it's quite a mixed group in terms of ages, but that brings so much more to the experience, the classroom and the practicals as well.
Lovely, thank you. Maybe James would like to answer the next one. I'm going to put him on the spot. So James, somebody's asked, could I stay on campus during my course? Is there accommodation?
Absolutely, yeah. So it's something that the college has really invested in over the last 12 months, and we've sort of acknowledged the fact that we want to draw students in from a wider field, and not just necessarily Leicestershire, which we have done latterly. So providing extra accommodation rooms, which are brand new and state of the art, has helped us to broaden our catchment area and hopefully pull students in from much wider field.
Yeah, I'd just like to add to that as well. So our accommodation is fully catered and it's on site at the Brooksby campus. And if you're doing a land-based course, you might even be able to get a bursary as well. So if you're thinking, oh, I can't afford to do that and I live too far away, please get in touch with us. You can email us at courseinquiries@brooksbymelton.ac.uk. We'll be able to put you in touch with the accommodation team and potentially the finance team as well, who'll be able to talk to you about those bursaries. And
again, a little bit like following on from what Meg was saying earlier on, living in just adds to the whole experience, the student's experience. You know, the sort of after college side element of it is sort of just adding to the fun and the experience that you'll have whilst you're at college. So yeah, it really is the full package when you live in.
Yeah, I know a lot of students refer to it as like young farmers, don't they? So it's obviously a social life. Yeah, it was brilliant. Someone's asked, do you have to have an interview to get onto the course? Do you want to answer that one, James, as well?
Yeah, I can do. So yes, it's preferable. It's always a great opportunity for you to meet our lecturers. Meg is quite often the person who will do the interviews. It's nice for our students who are potentially going to come on board to get to meet the lecturer, to ask some questions, and we're also trying to make it more and more accessible to the farm, so that you can have a short walk around there and you can see the facilities that we've got and the resources that we've got on offer. I think, you know, just having the interview really does enhance your knowledge of what you're going to gain whilst you're at college. So yeah, it's an important aspect, really.
Yeah, I would say so once you've applied, you'll get invited for a phone interview. That's how we're conducting them at the moment. But it's nothing to worry about. It's fairly informal. We just want to have a discussion about your experience so far and things like that. So don't be put off by the fact that that's an interview. It's more of a friendly chat. Okay, so the next question we've had, Meg, I'll put this one to you. Will this course give you the knowledge to own your own farm without going to university?
Oh, so someone that's been in agriculture all of my life, I don't think you're ever fully prepared or qualified to ever run your own farm. You will always learn. You will always make mistakes, and you will always gain from experience and talking to other farmers and things. But what this course does, whether you're level 2 or level 3, gives you a really solid ground knowledge of agriculture and of the practices. So you might learn, you will learn about how to bring sheep in from a field, but when you go to run your own business, you might choose a different breed of sheep that has to move in a different way. So yes, it does give you that base confidence and ability, but you will never be an expert in agriculture. Your old boys still aren't. We're always still learning, and that's what makes agriculture so much fun and so rewarding and exciting to be an industry and be part of.
Lovely, thank you. Another question we've had in, do you teach about organic farming?
So yes, we touch on it. So there's a lot to be learned from organic farming and the principles that that brings. There's particularly in soil science and plant science where organic matter in the soil is so important. So we do touch on it, but we, as a course, we do an overall we look at all different areas of agriculture. So yeah, we do touch on it, but you wouldn't come out an expert in it, but you will have a real good, strong understanding of organic farming going forward.
Yeah, I think touching on organic practices as well, being eco-friendly and embedding that into our curriculum is something that we're really developing at the moment. So it's not just something within agriculture, it's across all of our courses in our campuses. So if that's what you're interested in, I'll definitely get in touch with us and we can explain that a bit more as well. Our principal is actually part of the board, I can't remember what it's called now, but something to do with universities across Leicestershire and the East Midlands becoming more eco-friendly as well. So it's something we take very seriously. Meg, another one for you. Oh, actually, perhaps I can answer this one. You can help me. When is the best time to apply for September 2021?
Now.
I'll help you. I'll do that one. So we start accepting applications from October this year for the following September. So you can apply any time really, but I would recommend getting it in probably around between Christmas and Easter time, if not before. The courses start filling up after that as well. So better to be on it and not get disappointed.
Just to add to that as well, if you've got any, if you think, if you're a year ahead of yourself, great, love it being organised. If you've got any questions about the course now, you can always contact through our website. There's inquiries at SMB group, I believe it is. But if you click on that, any questions come through to the lecturer that it applies to, and we'll be straight back in touch with you to answer them. So you might, hold off on applying for now, but if you've got any questions, ask away and we're here to answer them.
Brilliant. James, I'm going to put this one to you as our head of farm. Do you have access to robotics/drones and any new tech as part of the agriculture course?
So innovative agriculture is something that we are striving towards. It's something that we don't necessarily have all of the resources on college campus at this moment in time, but what we have got is access to so many different local businesses, local farmers who are using that latest technology and have invested heavily in it, and until the point comes where the college has sort of made that next step, and we are in the sort of designing stage of expanding our agricultural facilities and making them bigger and better and newer, but we completely understand that students need to have that at their fingertips immediately. So what we do is we've partnered with so many different businesses, and we know where all of this innovative agriculture is taking place, and we can go there and we can visit it and we can see it and we can feel it for ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, if nobody knows, Brooksby used to be an agricultural college, solely an agricultural college years ago. And it really is at the heart of everything we do. So it's at the forefront of our investment and our development at all times. And it's an area that we really want to grow.
Absolutely.
All the stuff we're doing, being more eco-friendly and stuff like that. And if you are following us on social media, you'll see that it's probably the thing we post about the most, because James and Meg and Jen always send us really good stuff to go on there about, especially at the moment when our students aren't actually on the farm. We want to keep you updated about you know, the farm still needs to be looked after every day. And James,
it's an exciting time on the farm at Brooksby because there are so many changes taking place, and there are going to be a lot of changes going forward. So if you do join us in September and you come on one of the programs, then you'll be part of that journey, and you'll see a lot of the stuff that we're going to be investing in, and a lot of things that we're going to change. The students that we have at the moment and are on the programme at the moment will tell you that since the beginning of their course to when sort of COVID hit in March, changes are happening all the time for the better, and it's to just basically make that whole student's experience better. We've recently purchased 10 pedigree Hereford heifers, and the whole idea behind that is to give another bow to what we can actually teach as part of the course, taking students out to local agricultural shows, to county shows. Lincoln Show is something that we've partaken in for the last 8 years, and it's something that really ends the year off brilliantly in June. That the students have put a lot of time and effort into training and getting these animals show ready, and then, you know, they can really excel in parading them around the ring and showing everybody what they've done over the past few months, and it's a really nice way to end the year. Unfortunately, it's not happened this year. There was plans there to do that, but so many things have unfortunately been taken away due to COVID.
Yeah, our students really are part of running the farm, aren't they, normally? So especially like in lambing season and things like that, I know the students were very much part of planning how that was gonna roll out. Can you tell us any more about that, James? Yeah, so students get right from every aspect of the farm. We try and get the students as involved as is humanly possible. So every single aspect of worming the sheep, of getting the ewes and lambs in to weigh all of the lambs, through to the lambing time, where we constantly have either a level 2 group or a level 3 group in the shed, at the forefront of what's going on, and actually taking part in the physicalness. So it's not just going up to the farm and watching people do it, it's actually rolling your sleeves up and getting involved. The same as Meg alluded to slightly earlier on, machinery is one of our most popular units. You get a load of ag students sat behind a tractor, and it's the highlight of their year. So we try and get as many different activities surrounding machinery and machinery operations, and we're growing that all of the time. You know, our land at Brooksby, we have 100 acres of grassland. It's constantly needing a sort of attention, whether it's harrowing, whether it's rolling, whether it's fertilizing, whether it's popping, and these are all things that our students will get involved with and can have a go at. Lovely, thank you. Meg, I'm going to put this next one to you. What kit do I need?
Right, so we'll start with health and safety for a start. So definitely steel toe cap boots or wellies. Steel toe caps though are a must. Then we move on to sort of your overalls. Again, this is a necessity for health and safety, but it also becomes a bit of a fashion statement. So overalls for ag students, branded overalls, make sure you know about the tractor. So a lot of the students are wearing like JCB overalls, Massey overalls, and then I'm in my old John Deere overalls. So that creates a bit of banter and a bit of debate as to if you're in the best overalls or not. As terms of uniform, students don't have to wear a uniform. You can wear whatever you like, but ag students, as a rule, tend to wear jeans, dealer boots, and shirts and shuffles or body warmers. But again, if you're in the college grounds, your wellies have to be immaculate. You're not allowed in classrooms in wellies, so try and buy a pair of decent shoes as well. So yeah, definitely as well, touching on practical side of it, is waterproofs. Come rain or shine, you will be on the farm and you will be doing practicals. So if you get wet because you've not got the right clothing on, that's your problem. So definitely a pair of waterproofs, overalls and steel toe cap boots are a must.
Perfect, thank you. I'm going to put the next one to Jen, because I think she'll be able to help us with this one. Are there opportunities to take work-based qualifications such as basic health and safety as part of the course?
Yeah, definitely. So in terms of short courses, we do run short courses alongside the full-time and the apprenticeships. So they're run separately. However, in terms of apprenticeship, the new style of apprenticeship, the apprenticeship standard that's coming in from September onwards, That will include short courses such as basic first aid and your sprayer certificates, your PA1 and your PA6 or your PA2 as well. So when you're a student at the college, you do also get a bit of a discount on short courses. So I believe you get 10% off the fees. So it's something to really look into. It's not something that's necessarily a part of the course you will be studying, but it's something that you can do alongside the course that you're studying. And I recommend that you do it, to be honest. It's a really, when you, in terms of employability skills, having those extra certificates and those extra tickets will just make you stand out from the crowd when you go to look for a job at the end of your course.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. So you don't have to do it, but in terms of being career ready when you leave, that's a really good add-on that you can do. Lovely. This one is for Meg again. What days of the week are we in college?
Oh, I can't tell you exactly what days. As you guys can imagine, at the moment it's all up in the air a little bit with the COVID and how we're working with social distancing within the college. So the timetables are still sort of being worked out and logistics are being negotiated. What I can say though is a level 2 agriculture course is 3 days of a week, and a level 3 is 4 days of a week. When we try and do it, we do try and do it in a block. So it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, for example. We try not to split the week up. But going forward, I wish I could tell you about that. The reason we do the 4-day-a-week course or the 3-day is to allow one of the modules to happen on a day off, is your work experience. So as one of the modules, you have to do a minimum of 150 hours on farm, learning about like the industry. Work experience absolutely sells itself. It's brilliant, it's really good fun, and a lot of students actually go on to then sort of Jen's department from an apprenticeship when they've qualified from a level 2 or a first year level 3, would have impressed that employer so much that that employer doesn't want to lose them, and they then go on to an apprenticeship from it. So it's real good opportunities there, and that's why we do, like, it's counted as a full-time course, but it's not, you know, 9 to 5 Monday to Friday. You've got that allowance there for studying and for work experience.
Lovely. I'll just add to that as well. So I know we talked about accommodation, but somebody's asked about buses. Our courses start slightly later in the morning, don't they, to sort of accommodate the fact that a lot of our students come from a bit further afield. So someone's asked, is there any help with travel if you live further away and don't want to live on campus? So we have bursaries for transport as well, don't we, that we can offer. So I would say get in touch with our transport team. If you email us at courseinquiries@brooksbymelton.ac.uk, that email address is plastered all over the site, so if you didn't take that down, you can find it on there, but they'll be able to help you with that.
That's one good thing about Brooksby is actually our transport links. So just slightly up the road, we've got the service buses come by every half an hour, I believe. And yeah, we're on the border of Leicestershire. So we've got Derbyshire, Nottinghamshire and Leicestershire. So the transport links are really good to get you in, and they go, you know, for miles, but they're quite direct. So you're not on a bus for hours and hours, but you can get to college quite nicely, quite easily as well. So that's Brooksby's just situated in such a fantastic place for that to happen.
Yes, that's a really good point. Somebody's asked, I'm in my 30s, can I do the course?
Yeah, 100%, more than welcome. With terms of, it'd be worth speaking to student finance, so whether you can get sort of student loans to help you with funding of the course, but you're more than welcome to come. We often have on level 2s and level 3s sort of mature learners, and they bring a dynamic. So you might think, oh, I'm a mature learner, I'm going to sit with a bunch of, you know, 16-year-olds, I'm going to feel out of place, and that's really, really not the case, especially in agriculture, because you've got your, I love to say, like, you've got your 16-year-old lads, but they've got 80-year-old shoulders. So you've got a real nice mix, and you won't feel out of place being a senior, you know, a more mature learner on a course.
Yeah, and another great thing about our college is that we're not a huge college. You know, some of our competitors in the surrounding areas have got 40,000 students, whereas, you know, we're less than 2,000 really. So it means that each student is really looked after well, and as you can tell from Meg and the rest of my colleagues here, they really do care about their students, and they have a really great rapport and relationship with their students as well, which is lovely. So I'm going to put this next one to Jen. If you could answer it about apprenticeships on the first hand, do you place students, I think they mean on a farm for work experience. So can you find them an apprenticeship, or how does it work?
Okay, so in terms of the apprenticeship, ideally you need to find that farm to work on yourself. So you need to be in full-time employment before you can apply to come on an apprenticeship. We do sometimes try and matchmake, but it really depends on where you're located. If we've had farms in the area come to us looking for an apprentice. So the best thing I would say to anybody wanting to do an apprenticeship is to go out in your local area, go and approach local farms, have a chat with them. You can even put posts on social media, put posts on Facebook and farming groups saying that you want to do an apprenticeship and try and get a hold of an employer first. I'm more than welcome inquiries just in case someone does come in, you know, a farmer will get in touch. There's also obviously young farmers clubs. If you join young farmers, then you're bound to meet up with other people in that industry, and they might be able to put you in touch with other people. It's all about sort of networking and getting in touch with people within your area. Also, a really good website to look on is the Gov website for the apprenticeships. Any apprenticeship vacancy can be advertised on there. But I really would recommend just trying to put yourself out there and approach local people, because it also looks good if it comes from you. I know a lot of farmers that have taken on apprentices really like the fact that someone's had the confidence to go out there and ask them. So definitely approach them first. But at the same time, if you're interested in apprenticeships and you've just got some general questions, you can more than welcome to come to us first just to ask and find out if it's suitable for you.
Brilliant. Put this to Meg now. So same sort of question to you. How do people find the work experience, work placements with us when they're doing a full-time course?
So for us guys, it's a little bit easier, and yes, we can support you. So Brooksby has been teaching agriculture for, I think, longer than I've been alive. I'm going to say that. So we've got some amazing contacts, some really great farmers around us, and actually quite far afield as well, that have took students on from us in the past, and we've still got those connections and those relationships with the industry. So if we encourage you guys to find your own placement, because that helps with your employability skills, seeking, interviewing and things like that. But if you are struggling, and you need that support, we've got some great contacts, and there's a team, as I said, there's a lady called Sharon and Ruth, but there's a team of work experience people that help you secure that work experience placement. Just before you start that placement though, what I will have to push is the health and safety checks have to be done. So once you find that placement, you let us know. We do a health and safety check to make sure everything's okay, and then you can start counting those hours.
Lovely, thank you. Another one for you, Meg. Well, we can both answer this one. Is there an agriculture rugby team or any specific clubs such as clay pigeon shooting?
So yes, there is we do the Rugby Tigers Academy, so you can study agriculture and sort of work with the Tigers at the same time and play. We have, I think it was about 5 or 6 of them last year that did that, and they really enjoyed it, and they felt that Brooksby sort of really came into more of a community because they knew people from different courses as well, and that built up on the friendship groups there. What we also do, or we're setting up, is clay pigeon shooting so we'll go out. We've got a local grounds that we can go and shoot on, so we can practice that, and again that would link in with other courses to build that student experience, and you're going to meet different people. Countryside management will be in there, and horticulture and things as well, going and having a go at that. At lunch times, I mean, agriculture, you guys are such a community anyway, and you'll probably know each other through young farmers and things, but at lunch times as well, you know, we often go out and play tug of war and things like that, and there's always something going on that students can get involved with, particularly sort of linking back to James and showing the Herefords. Lunch times you can often go up and work on halter training those cattle. The Shorthorns and the Herefords both need training and practicing sort of leading them round. So yeah, there's a lot of things go on, not just the teaching at Brooksby.
Lovely. If anyone is interested in doing that pathway with combined with rugby, the Leicester Tigers guys are actually available to talk to today. So please send an email again to course inquiries, brooksbymelton.ac.uk, and we can put you in touch with them, and they can explain a little bit more about how we combine the two courses into a learning timetable. So we're going to have to wrap it up there. We've come to the end of our time, but if anyone does have any more questions that they think of, please send them in. Jen, James and Meg will all be available on email today to answer anything that you want, that you need to know. Also, if it's more of an admissions related thing, the team are here processing applications today as well. So thank you very much for joining us today, and for all the beautiful questions that we've had in. That's it from us. Thank you very much. Bye.